So I don't know if you guys remember yesterday that I told you about a problem with and let the chime shut up with this. This is an F-150 2002 5.4 with a four-wheel drive system, and it wouldn't go anywhere. So um, so it was grinding whenever. First of all, when I got it, the 4x4 light was stuck on, and I tested the transfer case little electric motor, the servo motor for the electric transfer case, the shift on the fly system for the four-wheel drive, and the motor was shorted. I tested it with a power probe. So I changed the motor for the transfer case, and then it started making the noise, meaning it started shifting. You could hear it shifting whenever you did the select shift knob, when four high, four low, but it wouldn't go anywhere. And then when you put it, if you looked at the video, the previous video I did on this F-150, you could see every time I went into any time, it didn't matter any of the gears. I just put it on parking so you can see the letters. It would start running at around 15 to 20 miles an hour, even though the truck wasn't moving. Now, when you went back and put it on parking, it will grind. It's like, wow, man. So that's okay. So today I started take it down. I'm gonna take I contacted several people for advice and stuff. And so I was going to just take it apart and either rebuild it or get another one, or get one of my buddies who specializes in transmissions and transfer cases to fix it. So I say, let me check the fluid in this thing, because I was looking at the exploded diagram online, and it's got a selector on the shaft that moves on the shaft to couple the it's not a direct drive like two-wheel drives are. The power has to come out of the transmission, come into the transfer case. Then the selector fork is a fork. There are two forks, and that selector has to move a drum that goes over a planetary that engages the rear wheel drive. It's not a direct drive. So I said, I wonder if that's stuck. And it's like, yeah, or maybe one of those forks broke or something, because they had some play in it. And so I was like, when I took I'd serviced the transfer case today, I took the drain plug out. It's got one drain plug underneath the motor, the little electric motor that shift selects from 2 high to 4 high to 4 low. When I took that drain plug, just a little bit of fluid came out. It was nasty, but there were no metal chunks like you would expect, or if it was destroyed in there. There were no shavings, no nothing. It's like, wow, that's all the fluid that was in there. I started wondering, it's like, maybe it's just stuck because it's lack of fluid. It's not lubricated, it just got stuck. So I went in and if here's the motor on the side, on the rear part of the transfer case. I took the motor out just for sport. There is a procedure for the motor because you have to insert one of the little probes in the back of the motor and blah, blah, blah. But I say, man, there's nothing. So the other plug, the fill plug for the transfer case, faces the rear end of the vehicle, and is at probably 6 inches higher on the right side of the selector motor for the transfer case, and it faces also the rear end of the truck. So I went in there and I added a little bit of transmission fluid with the drain plug open to make sure that if there was any debris or anything, it would flush it out. Nothing came out, and then when it started coming out red, because it's transmission fluid, it's in multiple vehicle transmission fluid. I had some tranny fluid laying around, so I closed the drain plug. I pumped it with I put 2 quarts of tranny fluid, closed it, and just kept going through the gears, kept going through the gears, kept going through the gears. And one of the times when I went into the gears and I kept activating the selector, and you can, keep activating. It's not gonna, there it goes. There goes the 4x4 and the low wrench. That's 4 low. Okay. So here we go. That I keep having this problem with uploading YouTube videos. Sorry about that. How do you say that? Whatever. So, anyways, let me go back to the video. Oh man, I didn't want that side. There you go. All right, we're back. So now, after a few times of letting the fluid pump and everything inside of the transfer case, the problem is fixed. There's the power. We're on reverse. And put the emergency brake on. You see? And it's on neutral. And now we're on drive. And you see the speedometer staying in place. Yeah, we fixed it. So if you experience that, where you're going, the car won't move, you go into drive, then go all the way down, reverse, nothing. But when you go in, 4x4 F-150 on this model to 2002, and you go into park and it grinds before you take anything down, service the differential and go through the gears a few times, change the fluid in the differential. You never know, man. So we fixed it, and it is got a ball shack full of torque. Yay!